You're on.
Okay, so just take a moment to just to experience the quiet. Maybe we won't have any more doorbells. We may, but if we do, we'll simply notice those and notice how we react to them, or how our body might respond, or the thoughts that might come up around the doorbell ringing. It's all part of the practice. So just sit in a way that feels present to you, that feels comfortable, upright, aware. Dignified. And just listen to the sound of this gong all the way to the end. And you can either close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever you're comfortable with. And see if you can allow your body to relax a little bit. So noticing the forehead, if there's a way to widen the brow, softening the eyes, relaxing the jaw, noticing if there's tension in the shoulders and the neck that can be released. Becoming aware of the arms and the hands. Becoming aware of your heart. And your belly, maybe any emotions that might be left over here from earlier in the day or earlier in the week. Just noticing whatever's here. And relaxing the hips and the legs, just aware of the points of contact that the body is making with whatever surface you're on. And maybe taking in a deep breath and following the out breath all the way to the end, and allowing the body to release and relax even more deeply. And now staying in this kind of quiet place. It's okay to open your eyes a little bit and just grab your drink. You might want to keep your gaze lowered. And just notice, maybe holding it with even two hands and just noticing, is there a temperature? Is it cool? Is it warm? Or maybe there's a place where it's cooler and a place where it's warmer. Maybe noticing whether your container is smooth or rough. And just taking a moment holding this beverage and just getting curious about, how did it get here? How did it get into this container that you're holding? Did you pour it there? Do you remember pouring it? How did it get into your home? Did you bring it in? Was it delivered? Did someone else bring it in? And where was it before that? And before that? Maybe aware of all the hands it might have passed through, and returning here to this moment, noticing that you're still holding this glass, and taking a look at it and noticing maybe the color of the liquid if you can see it. Maybe you're noticing it moving around a little bit. And just taking a pause here to notice any thoughts that might be coming up for you about what we're doing or about your beverage. And knowing that any thoughts are welcome. Everything is allowed in this practice. Noticing if any emotions are coming up for you. Even boredom. Even impatience. Definitely curiosity. So, starting to slowly move the beverage, maybe right under your nose, and just noticing if it has any scent to it. Just breathing it in. If it has a scent, is it what you were expecting? Is it a little different? Do you notice anything new, different? And then moving it even closer and just allowing it to touch your lips, not to drink yet, but just noticing again the smoothness or roughness. And then taking a little sip. And noticing the temperature of the liquid. Noticing what it tastes like. Does it taste like what you're expecting? Is it a little different? Maybe taking another sip and holding it in your mouth a little bit longer than you might normally. Notice sensations inside the mouth. Sometimes there's kind of a waking up of taste buds. And take another sip, and this time hold the liquid, and just notice at what point it becomes kind of almost imperative to swallow. At what point you can go ahead and swallow. And just notice maybe you can follow the liquid down your throat, into your esophagus. Maybe sometimes you can feel it even going into the belly, depending on the temperature of the liquid. So this is all just bringing very gentle curiosity to this whole process, what it feels like to really slow down. And if this were an alcoholic beverage, you might notice at what point you start to feel different. If you continue to drink, you might notice at what point you start to sound different or move different. You might notice that any buzz that you feel lasts quite a bit longer than you might expect. And taking another pause to just check in with yourself and notice, what are the thoughts you're having? What are the emotions? What are the body sensations? And just taking another deep breath in and releasing. And I'm going to ask Mary to stop the recording now, because I'd really love to hear from you about what that experience was like for you.